Wellingtons.
Wellies, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Wellies?
That's what the British call
Rainbows.
it.
Rainbows.
Oh yeah, well.
Never been to a music festival.
What?
Yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Alex from England.
Hi everyone, I'm Travis from Australia.
Hello everyone, I'm Swanee from America.
And this is Pagoda One's YouTube channel. What are we going to talk about today, Swanee?
We're gonna talk about some festivals.
Uns, in case you don't know, is the sound of music. Travis, what is your first?
Well, since we're talking about music, I will start off with Splendor in the Grass.
Is that the name of the festival?
That is the name of the
Okay.
festival, and that is British English spelling, so that is Splendour.
Splendor in the grass.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
There's a lot of splendor in this grass.
So Splendor in the Grass is possibly the
So
most
lame.
famous music festival in Australia.
Okay.
Oh.
It's weird because I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
It's like top 3, I would say.
Okay.
Top 3. Basically, it is in the middle of nowhere,
Mhm.
kind of. It's not far from things,
Mhm.
but it's like in the bush, basically.
Okay.
It's like in a field. I don't know.
So it's kind of
I've
like
never
the.
been. What would I compare it to? Oh, in Europe, Wonderland?
Oh wow, that's
Like, I would compare it to that, but on a smaller scale.
okay. Okay.
Not that big.
So it's like electronic music?
Kind of. It's like a mixture of everything,
Oh,
really.
okay.
Sometimes they'll have rappers, there'll be folk music, there'll be
Oh.
indie music, rock music and stuff. It's a really big mix. And sometimes they will have like really big international artists come and stuff.
A lot of bass drops.
Oh yeah, well,
A lot of that, right?
Oh my god.
definitely
Yeah.
because, you know, when you consider the crowd, which is usually a lot of young people, everyone is off their face drunk, maybe on drugs, maybe. It is
true.
in the state of New South Wales, which is the same state as Sydney. It is near a town which is a very, very popular tourist and surfer destination called Byron Bay. So either
Wow.
you can camp at the festival because
Nice.
it's in late July and it goes for like 2-3 days or something, which is winter for us. So it's pretty nice weather. It's not too hot.
That must be nice, yeah.
And it's like just starting to go into spring or like getting closer to that like warmer weather and stuff. Or you can like stay in Byron Bay and travel in. But it usually rains around this time of year, so if you're gonna go, make sure that you have a raincoat or
Of course.
Poncho.
poncho, yes.
Poncho, yeah.
And bring your gum boots, which
Rain boots?
yeah, rain boots
Yes.
Gum
or
boots.
Wellingtons.
wellies, yeah,
Wellies,
right.
yeah.
Wellies.
That's what the British
Rain
call
boots.
it.
Rain boots.
Gum boots.
Nice and simple.
Nice
Wellies.
knee-high gum boots because you are going to be in the mud, in the sun all day. It's gonna be a mess,
With lots of young people.
but it's meant to be like a great time. You get your tickets like months in advance. It is like the most stressful thing.
Oh, wow.
I've never done it myself because it's way too stressful and it's really expensive. But people will set it to the second, ready for the website to go on. If they don't get it, oh my god, you will hear about it for months.
Wow.
Like, oh, I wish I was going to Splendor. Oh, I couldn't get tickets, and it makes me want to die. It's so annoying.
Just one of these days, I want to hear about a music festival where it's all like people over the age of 50. I just want to hear about that. And you go there, nobody's drunk, nobody's on drugs. They're all just sort of like, oh, hello, how are you? Oh, nice to see you. I saw you last year. How are you doing? They're about to play in a moment. We should get ready. I
It's
want to
really
hear
wholesome.
that. Yeah, but instead it's always like, all right, Splendor in the grass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's throw beers at people. You know.
A lot of
Splendor in the
people in
grass.
bucket hats. Yeah.
It's like splendor in the grass. It sounds like it's gonna be
Right.
very like chill and like kind of hippie vibe.
Do you think anybody's booked that ticket like under that pretense, and then
Yeah,
they get there and they're like,
probably.
"Oh my lord,
Some
this is
tourists.
not what I wanted at all."
Like, I just want a
Yeah.
laid back evening.
Right, yeah.
Splendor in the
It
grass.
kind of
That sounds
is. It's like
fantastic.
half and half. It's half like off your face madness, and then half like hippy dippy because like is also next to a town called Nimbin, and Nimbin is the weed capital of Australia.
Nimbin.
Okay.
Nimbin.
Oh, okay,
Okay, yeah.
interesting.
All right, well, so my one is called the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. This is held in the month of August, and it lasts for about 1 month, or roughly 25 days. This is a comedy festival. So what people do is if you're a young up-and-coming comic, you travel to Edinburgh. The UK in general is somewhat famous in the English-speaking world for its preponderance of comedy clubs and that kind of thing. Stand-up comedy, which is when you have one guy in front of an audience basically telling jokes. And Edinburgh is one of the places where you can make it big. But it's also famous for people going there and failing. For example, there was one comic who said, I think it was John Oliver. You know John Oliver?
I do.
Yes, John Oliver said that he went there one year. He was performing in front of 4 people, and they all left. And the lighting technician, who was the only person left in the room, asked him, like, would you like to continue? And he said, no, of course not. Like, who am I telling jokes to? So it can be famous for that as well. But it's a really interesting place to go because you might discover young comedians. Like Dave Chappelle, I think, he didn't make his start there, but he performed there when he was younger. John Oliver, who I already said, and dozens of other comedians as well performed there when they were younger and when they were up and coming. It's an interesting place to go, an interesting place to travel to, and Edinburgh is a fantastic city full of history, beautiful architecture and everything else. So yeah, Edinburgh Fringe Festival. How does that sound to you? Would you be interested in going?
I don't know, because, like, honestly, if the comedian, like, I'm going to feel bad if, like, nobody laughs, and then I'm going to cringe,
You're
you
gonna feel
know.
pressured, yeah.
And then, like, if nobody laughs, I'm sitting on the side, I'm going to, like, they're like, and I'm, like, cringing, like, oh,
the awkward
nobody's
clap.
laughing.
But that's the thing, you see, like the 4 people who were watching John Oliver, they didn't all leave together, they left one by one. So it was down to one person. She slowly like grabbed her bag and then was going to get up, and Oliver was like, are you leaving? And she went, yeah, like that. So it was that awkward thing. So yeah, like I understand you'd probably feel bad for them, but look, they're comedians, they're used to this stuff.
Yeah,
okay?
that's true.
Like,
imagine how those 4 people
yeah.
feel now that John Oliver is really famous.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. It's like you walked out on a future superstar.
Yeah, you could have like had a picture with him.
Yeah,
or
that
something.
doesn't reflect well on the audience. Although I don't know, maybe his set was terrible.
It probably was back then.
Yeah.
He got better with time, maybe.
Yeah, he probably did. What about you, Swanee?
Okay, mine is also a music festival. Like, I personally love music festivals. I've been to a lot of music festivals, but
Nice.
I'm gonna go with one I haven't been to but is really, really popular, which is Coachella.
Hey.
Yes, it's in California, in the area which is also called Coachella, and it's really famous. I guess it's kind of similar, like to you. It's like variety of artists, rappers, indie, small artists, really, really big artists. Like even Blackpink performed at Coachella.
And a lot of
years
Splendor
ago.
as well.
There's a lot of splendor there. There's a lot of
grass.
I guess it's really, really famous because so many celebrities go there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's known for like many celebrities, and even A-list celebrities go there.
Mhm.
Coachella, like, honestly, I feel like majority of people, like, they don't really even go for the music. They mostly go for dressing up really nice and taking photos, possibly seeing celebrities. I'm sure a big percentage go for the music because the biggest artists play there, literally. Like
Sure,
Ariana
sure.
Grande was a headliner at Coachella a couple of years.
Beyonce.
Beyonce
Their
was.
lineups are insane.
It's always-
There's so many
yeah.
great people, and if you're like a casual music fan, you can go because you will see these big names. But if you're like really into music, even like specific genres, there are amazing artists who go there every year. So
Yeah.
it's like there's something for everyone, which is why it's always super popular.
Yeah, and they
everywhere.
have the biggest names of every genre.
Yes.
So pop, they had Beyonce, they have Ariana Grande,
Mhm.
whoever, you name it. All the rappers, biggest rappers go. Like indie music, all of them, EDM, all
Yeah.
the EDM DJs, biggest ones go there. So that's why it's like so popular, and also very expensive as well.
I've heard that it's really stressful though, because like, isn't it like all happening at the same time? So like, you have to like pick and
Yeah, I think
choose.
so.
At the big festivals, they have multiple stages,
Mhm.
and then you have to check the schedule, right? And like sometimes, like you want to see this person and this person, they're playing at different stages, but
Yes.
at the same time, or they're playing like 30 minutes different. So sometimes
Yes.
you have to like go to 30 minutes of someone, and then like, okay, now we gotta go to someone else. So you can't like finish one person's like full set,
Yeah.
which like I've dealt with so many times also. Same thing, like as Travis said, people buy their tickets like months. Even actually, I think they buy it even a year ahead, depending on. They're like about $400, a little over $400. It's a 3-day festival, I believe.
Mhm.
It's either 2 days or 3-day festival. They also offer camping as well.
Mhm.
But usually, like people who got money they rent like a place nearby Coachella.
Right.
Yeah. Like they're like houses nearby, and that's where like a lot of the private parties happen. And
Right.
Stuff. Like with the celebrities.
Yes. People who like some influencers, like Instagram influencers, like they rent really nice houses like nearby Coachella.
Nice.
And you just stay there, they go back and forth, and it's a really big festival. I don't really have interest in going, but yeah, maybe one day if like I get a ticket for cheap.
Yeah.
I've never been to a music festival.
What?
Neither have I. Neither have I.
Oh really?
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god!
When I
I'm
was
triggered.
when I
Finally
was
someone.
I've been to a lot of music festivals.
which festivals
They're
have
always fun.
you been to? Audience,
Yeah, let us
viewers,
know.
people in the comments, let us know. Not just music festivals, any festivals. What is a common festival in your country? We are dying to know. And also, don't forget to
Like.
Comment.
subscribe and hit that bell as well. Thank you very much, everybody. We've been Pagoda One.
See you next year.
See you next year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
See you next year, everyone.